Well, I'm here with Jeffrey Wishnia of First American Home Inspections, and Jeffrey, I have to make a little bit of an admission here. Um, he was a customer of our website building services at Inspector Services Group, and in an unfortunate uh, timing incident, he was working with somebody who left that department, actually went to another one, is doing a great job for us, is still in the building today, but he left his website not completely done, not completely awesome, and certainly not on the level that we like to put things on. So we're going to change that today for Jeffrey and talk a little bit about his business too. Jeffrey, you've been in the home inspection business for how long now?
I've been there for 4 years.
4 years. Okay. Well, some of the stuff that I'm asking you, by the way, is important for promoting you on your website. So 4 years sounds pretty good. What'd you do before that?
I was a claim adjuster for property.
Well, okay, so that's interesting. I'm an insurance adjuster in basically the entire country because of our RWS insurance services products for inspectors like yourself. What kind of insurance claims did you handle, and for who, if you don't mind my asking?
I handled state farm claims, and they were property claims, just the wind damage, and
Hey, gotcha. So property and casualty, homeowners, HO6 policies, etc. Were you in a particular region, or did you follow some of the big? Were you part of a storm team?
I was part of the storm team.
All right.
I traveled all around the nation for it.
So you saw a lot of things, a lot of damage. You saw a lot of houses ripped open. It's not like your experience so far as homes and how they're built and what a defect looks like is anywhere close to only 4 years. You did this insurance adjustment thing for a little while too. How long did you do that?
I did that for 4 years.
Another 4 years. All right. So great news for the website here is that you're almost to 10 years worth of experience, and 10 years worth of experience sounds really good. 4 years of experience doesn't sound that great. So I'm pulling together some information for you so that we can take it to that next level. And by the way, I have Rich and Cecilia from our production and design department with us here today. They've been basically in charge for the last year of everything that goes on there, and make sure that our clients get taken care of, and they do a wonderful job of it. Today is one of those ways we're going to do it. Jeff, what you're in West Palm Beach. How long have you been in Florida?
I actually just moved here. I'm still moving in my apartment.
All right. Well, let's get you some business. We're going to get right to it. I'm going to go ahead and share your existing website, which we put together, but we just haven't kind of, finished completely. And I think it's worth using to guide our conversation, and also to make sure that all of our people in the office here take notes and make sure to get you completely taken care of here. So, you brought up some issues before we started the call here. I'm going to address those as we go along, but let's start with the first thing that I see that and I don't care if you have us build your websites, or if you go to ultimatewebsitecreator.com and build yourself a website for free, or you have somebody else build it. Everything we talk about today is going to be really, really good advice from somebody that, does better than most when it comes to internet marketing, and convincing clients to choose you when they land on your website. So let's get that happening. The first thing I see here that is bad news is that there's no phone number right at the top of the website. We need a phone number right here, right above the Schedule Now button. And I'm going to assume as we move through this process here that we are going to largely keep the same kind of look. We're just going to improve it. So, or at least the same layout. So let's assume that if we need to make adjustments later, that's fine, but let's get the content right. So let's get a phone number in there. And the way that we do it is with text. Okay. So use either a text heading or a text box and put plain text in there. Now, Jeff, before we started the call, you talked about the phone and it being a link. Well, if you make the phone number just a text box, and someone is on that website from a device that they can make a phone call from, it automatically becomes a link. So you're taken care of. You don't have to make it some special link. Honestly, a lot of those are pretty darn annoying, and I don't like them as a consumer. I make all of my phone numbers just straight up text. So let's start with adding that and make sure that it looks good, has the right sizing, everything. And now let's real quick go to the money, right? We want people to come and make an appointment. So if they click schedule now, let's see what it does. Well, schedule now is a link to another site, and that is a huge problem. And I don't like it for a number of reasons. So let's go back to this. We have the schedule now button, which took us to this separate link. We hit scheduling and it takes us to a page that just has a schedule now button. To me, this just looks like it wasn't done, like it wasn't completed. And here's what we need to do. This is a great feature. One of the reasons why the Ultimate Website Creator is so successful is that we can very quickly move from whatever platform you're using today to a platform you're using in the future. And your customers, when they come to your website, we don't want them to go to other websites. So like when I clicked that schedule now button, it went to a report writer that has, if you go to their website, you could potentially, find another home inspector, or you could search their name and you could find a discussion of home inspectors online. And your client that you worked really hard to get them to your business and onto your website now has a list of your competitors. So let's not do that. Let's keep them right here. And the way that we do that is with a frame. So Rich, you know how to do framing. You can also do the HTML window as well. I forget what we call that thing. What do we call that thing?
Well, we just frame in the HTML that we get off of the scheduling site, and then it automatically populates within your website.
Got you. So it's framing regardless. And we've seen that work with all of the major schedulers in the home inspection industry. Fair to say?
Yeah.
Okay, great. So no reason we couldn't do that with this one. It looks like this is the correct link. It says my inspection company, home inspectors. I don't know for sure. Do we know that this is the correct link for them?
Have you checked?
I checked, double checked.
I don't know that it necessarily is or not. I assume that it is.
Okay, well, let's not assume, because somewhere on this website, it is also a phone number that was typed in wrong. So what are the chances that there was something typed in wrong here? It could happen. So let's confirm that that's correct, and make this a framed page. That solves basically everything on the scheduling page. Now,
speaking of phone number, what is the correct phone number? Because Cecilia changed it a couple of days ago.
Yeah, go ahead and rattle off your phone number for us, Jeff.
All right, it's 561-971-5330.
So the 561, not 516.
Correct.
Okay.
Okay. So, yeah. Yeah, we'll fix that. I'm a little bit embarrassed on that one, Jeffrey, but we'll fix it now and won't be an issue for you again. Let's talk about your hours of operation. This 8 p.m. to 6 p.m. and on the weekends 8 to 6:30 p.m. What's the reasoning behind that? This is in the bottom of your website.
That is because there's more hours in the day in Florida than there is in New Jersey, and there's more light actually, so I could do inspections a little bit later than I could in New Jersey.
Well, that wasn't really what my question was about. I don't think that this really harms you any, but I just want to talk through really quick every component of the website so that we can make sure that we get it right. And I've seen plenty of people put hours of operation, and that's fine. I've seen other people not have hours of operation because the one thing that taking them off does for you is that, let's say it's 7:30 p.m. on a Saturday and somebody's about to pick up the phone and call you to book an inspection. And for whatever reason, you're in a great position right at that moment to take that call, to book that inspection, and you would love to do it. And it's a big West Palm house. It's a $1,500 inspection. But they don't pick up the phone because your website says that you close at 6:30 p.m. So, why have it? Do you have a reason for having it that overrides my
I don't have no specific reason. It's just there,
Okay. So here's what I want to test. Okay. Like you can always put it back, but let's go ahead and take it away and see if people call you after hours. If it becomes a big thing, if it becomes even inconvenient, then, talk to the team about backup call center options. Okay.
Yeah, I already have that.
Oh, okay. Well, do you have a backup call center with us by chance?
I do not.
Okay. Well, the only reason I asked, and there's a lot of great call centers out there. In fact, we have a bunch of them at our shows and we even promote them. We think it's a great idea to have a call center in the home inspection industry because, they do it for a living and you don't have to try to answer the phone in a, hot Florida attic. So it makes an abundance of sense. But I only asked about our call center because it's 24 hours. So you can actually, like, if you could put here, open 24 hours for your convenience, then that would make sense to me. But telling someone that there's a limited time that you're open, that really just keeps them from calling you sometimes. And I don't want it to cost you business. So let's get rid of that. And instead take this contact info and move it over here. But this contact info, boy, is it missing something big time? Why doesn't it have, at least for now? And how many inspectors do you have in your business? Is it just you at this point?
It's just me right now.
Okay. And there's nothing wrong with that. Either you'll build it giant, you seem like a reasonable guy and you just move. So, or you'll keep it as a wonderful business for you to run on a very personal level, so, you'll make that choice. I'm not here to make that one for you, but for right now, you have the ability to handle things personally. Why not have, at least a general email box, like an info@firstinspect.net on this website?
Okay, sure. But I don't have an email address yet. I don't know how to make one.
Okay, well, that's a different issue that we're going to handle outside of this recording, and I'll give you some recommendations on it. Pretty simple issue, by the way, and maybe our team can advise a little bit. But regardless, here's what we're going to do. We're going to put, later, even if we can't put right now, we could put now, but make it invisible. info@firstinspect.net. Underneath that contact info, justify it. Everybody keep taking notes here. Good. Um, and that's that. Okay, so I'm going to look at your logo here for a second, and we're going to talk about the link issue on that soon. But I have to ask a question first. This Something's bothering me about this logo, because we make a lot of logos and we have a brand standard, we have a trademark out there, something that helps to differentiate your business. Really should have a logo or two on this website, as it were. But it should say certified inspection expert, and it says instead certified expert inspector. I'm wondering how this came about, like who came up with this?
That was Alex. I let him.
Okay, all right.
Help
So
me
it
out.
was one of our people that did it and got it wrong. Here's what I need from our team. I need you to go through every logo he touched, and starting with this one, and make sure that it meets the brand standard of all of the logos that we made. And here's the reason why that's kind of important to me and to you, Jeff. One, it's a trademark that protects you from somebody who isn't a client of ours. It doesn't spend money protecting their clients, isn't truly competing with you on your level. It keeps them from looking like they compete with you, from imitating you. Because if they use the words certified inspection expert and they try to compete with you, they're going to have to deal with my lawyers. Okay. So this was done in the wrong way. I'm not sure if somebody was just being creative, but we have a brand standard. Let's fix it. Next, this link says firstinspect.net/home. If home is set as the home page, it's going to automatically revert there. And if something else someday gets set as the home page, then it's going to automatically revert there. I have to agree with one issue that Jeff brought up, which is, why is this pointed to /home? It doesn't make any sense. It can only create problems in the future. And it has no real benefit. So let's just make it, firstinspect.net as the target.
Perfect.
Okay, so we got phone number correction. We got a phone number, not a link, but the text. We're gonna get that phone number is, it's already in the bottom, but it's gonna be in the top right, really visible, and it's okay to make that top section a little bit bigger. And once again, make this this logo firstinspect.net instead. So let's go to the About Us. And actually, before we go there, let me tell you what I don't like. I don't like that this doesn't say home. Like, go ahead and put a link for home in this case. Not in every case. I think it was left out of this website because we don't do it on every website around here. But, the way that he's structured his website, the way that he's structured his information, I think that, it should say home, and then services, and then free with every inspection, and then About Us, and then scheduling. And scheduling only being last because it'll be very visible on the outside. But that's your ideal list of categories here and menu items. And we missed one, Okay, so there's your new order. I'm okay with the categories. I think services could be changed to inspection services. I think that would help potentially with SEO, but it just drives somebody right to there. Oh, there's where I get my inspection done. Okay, so Jeff, I'm going to talk to you about something kind of philosophical here, but I'm going to go back to the homepage, which is the most complex page of content, and we're going to go rapid fire through this content very quickly.
Does, let me ask you something.
Go for it.
Is the homepage too big? I mean,
No, it's fine. The homepage is fine. Really, what matters about the homepage the most is what's in the fold, which is, defined as what you see when you go there, initially. And we're going to fix that because your fold sucks a lot. And it's not because of you, it's because of the industry and us. So we're going to fix it. And now, but it's also slowing down your website load. So you have this picture that, that we probably downloaded. I don't think you provided this to us. I think we provided it to you. And I think the original website designer, and again, this wasn't taken to completion. This is not the level on which we operate, but this picture is a very high resolution picture. There was probably 4 options on the download site where we can go and get pictures like this. And the 4 options were, thumbnail, normal kind of internet picture, which is what they should have gone with, really high quality print picture, and then super quality, like, I don't know, put it on a billboard, but or a giant screen. And I think that's what happened. And they didn't take the picture and then use the feature that's right, built into Ultimate Website Creator to optimize the photo. And since it's not optimized because they didn't click that button, we have your website trying to load. It could be a giant, it could be 150 megabytes worth of data right there. And so that's slowing down your site. Now, but let's assume that we find some picture. I actually don't mind this picture, and there's a simple solution to it. You just take it, you right click, save it to the desktop, do a screenshot. That'll take it, dumb it down, so to speak, and then re-upload it in place of this, and it'll load real fast. I actually don't mind the picture. Like, usually I don't like pictures of just houses, but I think this one's okay. I think it's very indicative of homes in the area. Would you agree with that, Jeff?
yes.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty, it's vibrant. It's not the same picture everybody has on their website of that guy with the hat, like none of us wear helmets in home inspection, yet, we keep we keep putting the same stupid picture on websites of this guy with a helmet on. And it's like, why? So anyway, continuing on, here's what I really don't like. I like that there's text. I like that our people used text in the fold to describe something, because this is great for SEO. It gives people something to copy and paste. It's easy to change for you at some point in the future. But let's read this first piece of content. It says, if you're buying a home, you need a West Palm Beach, Florida home inspector. I'm so disappointed by this line. And in fact, I'm going to go to my team for a second and just see it, and no judgment here, but can you guess? And you didn't do it, so it's it's easy to criticize along with me. But can you tell me why I wouldn't like that? Why I'd be disappointed in that line on Jeff's website? What in your opinion? Just a guess is fine.
Because you're limiting your area of service.
Interesting. I didn't even think about that. I think most people in West Palm Beach, understand that or in Boca, understand that they can use service providers from West Palm Beach. So I think locals understand the lingo of coastal Florida.
The other thing is sellers can get a home inspection too.
Okay, man, you're coming up with all sorts of good reasons why this sucks a lot. Keep it. I mean, it's true. It's not the one I was thinking of. I mean, I was thinking, could this line be more transparently obvious that it's just a line to make the SEO of the site work? Like, there's no content there. There's nothing that says anything great, First American Home Inspections, a certified inspection expert, not a certified expert inspector. Tell me something that is a feature of their inspections that everybody who comes to this website should know, Rich or Cecilia.
Sewer guard is offered.
Okay, so if you get an inspection with us, you're protected from underground sewer and water line failures. That's verbiage that could be on this. Get an inspection with us and we'll cover roof leaks on your home for the next 5 years for free. Whoa. Like that hits you in your face. And, and Jeff's paying good money for these features. And they should be, front and center. They should be loud. They should do what they're supposed to do, which is deliver home inspection business. Then we go down to so have fun with that. Put something about a feature here. And by the way, you can also do one of the carousel picture reels up here, right? That goes through the 5 or 6 different points that are great sales points, and they need to be short, sweet, hit them in the face, and only be there for like 3 seconds. Man, you guys could have like the most amazing website that you just built for this guy. But
I think you should also add the 200% guarantee.
You know why I don't most often? I'm happy to. I think it's earned a place, down a little bit. I mean, you have to go all the way down on your website to like the bottom before we get to a hero's discount, which we will discuss. I'm okay with the 200% guarantee being, somewhere in the middle, because, with that 200% guarantee, it sounds weird to people. And I love Mike Crow, who really, brought that. You have to credit him with bringing this 200% guarantee concept to the industry and formatting it for the industry. He certainly didn't invent it. There was this was used in other industries for some period of time prior to it coming to us. But it's kind of weird, and it takes a little bit of explanation to the client. So you need it to be somewhere where you can put a full paragraph. And I'm recording this, so my team can take my version of the 200% guarantee and write it up for your website. First ever time, Jeff, you win. But so take it, 3 or 4 pages down, get the 200% guarantee logo. It doesn't have to be any particular one. And then, right under that, it should say, when you get your inspection with First American Home Inspectors or Inspections, we're so confident that you'll be satisfied in your inspection service that we guarantee your satisfaction with our 200% guarantee. And then you have to put a little bit of kind of the terms and conditions in this paragraph. So Jeff, how long does someone have to claim their 200% guarantee with you? There's a lot of different versions with this. I'm just wondering about yours.
Has to be during the inspection.
Okay,
Then it was-
and that's perfectly fine. We'll sell that right now. I'll show everybody in the world how. But by the way, like you're doing so much right. You're doing so much for your clients. We just have to make it look pretty. So that's what we're doing. So here's the rest of that paragraph. It would say, if at any time during the inspection, you feel that you're not getting the best inspection the best inspection you've ever had, let your inspector know, and we'll not only not charge you, we'll pay you to have an inspection done by someone else because it is that important.
Perfect.
And I think that the way you finish that section, so you have a big gold 200% guarantee, you have that wording, and then right underneath that it says, I personally guarantee your satisfaction. That like a separate one-liner, and then underneath it, underneath that is your name, Jeff, your name, and then president.
Perfect. Great.
I want it to sound like this is coming from you, because the 200% guarantee, isn't something that comes out of a factory like ours. Like it's not, like this is a personal level thing, and they need to understand what it really means. So I think that's the way to go. All right, so let's keep rolling down. The next thing that we have is this content that says buying a house is a big investment, and then it goes into some other kind of generic stuff that we just ripped off of some of the worst websites in home inspection history. Okay, so guys, all of this needs to go. All this generic stuff needs to go. We owe Jeff better than that. And while I'm not telling you to plagiarize, I'm telling you that we have some other great clients that are very open with sharing their content. And I would encourage you to go to gohomepro.com. And I'm going to tell you from here on, I love the look. Okay. I love the look of all of this. Don't change the look. And some of the stuff, the free with every inspection, same day reports, there was an attempt in this section to do something really awesome and then have a sample report there. But like, man, I had to go searching for a sample report, put it somewhere somebody can find it, and put a link to it in the menu. These are the things you should be writing down. But basically get rid of this content, take Wally's content, which is, basically the same as what First Inspects should be, make it unique to them. Do a little bit of copywriting when you get stuck and you need a little bit of help, either come to me or go to Jeff. Like, it's Jeff's website. He needs to, at some point, have a say in the content. But here's another thing, you have a whole resources page full of videos that are really, really good for the home inspection process, for selling home inspections, for giving people content. And it's on their resources page. So log into the resources page for Jeff, go through all the resources, find the right stuff that is that corresponds to these messages, and throw those here, and get rid of this YouTube video from Internachi immediately.
I was going to say, where did that video come from? Because it's not one of ours.
It's a generic website on YouTube, and all it does is guide people to Internachi's website and guide people to hiring an inspector off of their website. So, anything that you do, like Internachi is a great organization. Promoting them is an enormously foolish idea, and inspectors do it all the time. They'll say, they'll use it as, they're the thing that they're saying for credibility. That is horrible idea. If you need credibility, and what you should have on here is a couple of round logos, use the certified inspection expert. Why not? What you won't find with certified inspection expert is a directory somewhere of all your competitors for the clients you work so hard to get to your website to go and hire. So right here, this section, we got some good logos in here. We got a good feel, and here's this full list of services. I sure as hell hope that there's a full list. Oh, I can't find full list of services in any of the menus up here. Like we have some cool stuff up there. Under home, there should be full list of services, and under services, there should be, report sample. Like put the links that they have down here are really good. I really like these, but these have to be up here too. Like they have to be right here in the menu and accessible. Why are we hiding good stuff? All right, so I'm going to let you take a swipe at that. At the bottom, we have what are clearly fake client reviews with not even a first name, last initial. So get with Jeff, fix that, and get rid of these pictures that definitely look like people that took them for a career in photography, not because they were there enjoying his wonderful inspection services. So let's get real testimonials in there, and not even let this, like, that is a priority item so that this website can have integrity. Your heroes discount, it's perfectly fine, but there's one thing that you can do, like it's down too low, I think was probably your problem with it. So what we need to do is up here on the main page somewhere in the fold, just have a little thing that says, click here to learn about our heroes discount, and then have that do the scroll feature to that part of the page. You know what I'm talking about, right, Rich? Okay, great.
I do.
Okay, so free with every inspection stuff. Free warranties included with every inspection. This is pretty okay, but you know what you could do that would be really, really spectacular is you could go ahead and, I mean, man, you have some good content in here, but go ahead and drop in a couple of our best pieces. Do the custom warranty guide for Jeff's company and just throw it in here, full size, right here on the website. Okay, built into the content, put it right between the 200% guarantee and the requirements and conditions. It's our number one piece, so use it. In fact, that's the kind of thing you can do to make websites pop. I mean, these are great graphics that Jeff's competition largely doesn't have. This is good otherwise, but why not have that warranty guide right here? Makes a lot of sense to me. Man, I really hate the services list because number one, there's no home inspection. I mean, we need a page. The first thing is home inspection. 11-month inspection is the dumbest phrase that we've ever come up with as an industry, to be honest with you, because nobody knows what the hell it means outside of the industry. Do you know what it means, Cecilia?
No.
Oh, thanks for the build up. I was excited about your response, and then just too honest. Okay, so let me tell you what it is, and then you're gonna go, wow, that's a really sucky description of what that is. So if you buy a brand new house, you have like that first year, there's a super warranty from your builder, right? They have to take care of every little thing. So an 11-month inspection is the idea behind that is that right before the end of your 12 months of ownership of a brand new construction house, you hire a home inspector to come out and discover everything that you can hand to your builder and say, fix all of this. It's a really good idea. Everybody should do it. But this should be renamed to builder warranty inspection. Ah. Okay. 4-point and wind minutes and irrigation inspection. Let's not call it irrigation inspection. I mean, let's call it irrigation inspection slash or in parentheses right afterwards, sprinklers. And somebody in, you know, in the interweb is going to say, well, Nathan, sprinklers are for fire suppression. And yeah, that's true, but it's also you know, for normal people that are not home inspectors, it's the things that your kids run through on a hot day and play in the yard. So you know, it's common vernacular. It's okay to use, and it makes it easy for people to navigate this website. So now we get to the about us. This is where we're gonna need some content from you, Jeff, and then I'm gonna go through the rapid fire through your issues. But we're gonna start there. We're gonna improve it quite a bit, and then we're gonna come back and do this again until we have the best website in town. Okay, so your About Us page, you know, this is where you get to say everything about you, and you get to put it in a way that impresses the customer, gives them a feeling that they can trust you, and we can't do that for you. So you're gonna have to write an About Us page. Is that okay?
Yes, yep.
Okay.
And I have another question. On that page, should a picture of me and my wife be on that page? This way.
Oh man, yeah, no, I love the picture of you and the, you know, and your wife and the kids and all of that. You know, that's good sentimental stuff. I think also though, you know, rather than just going for that affinity sale, that you also have a picture of you in action on a roof, you know, with an air handler opened up, you know, using an infrared device. You know, whatever it is that you can do to have you know, professionalism shown and make a picture speak 1,000 words. You should have a bunch of pictures of you essentially on this, and we can put them in an order and in a format that makes it make sense and makes it look good.
Okay, perfect.
Okay, that's what you bring. Okay, so let's talk about some other things. We got the scheduling form done. We got the hero statement is fine. It just needs to be accessible. There's grammar issues you brought up. Well, you know, somebody didn't pay attention. What can I say? So these folks are going to for you. This idea that it needs more content with 600 words per page. We talked about the content here today that it really needs. Whether that is 100 words or 1,000 words is based on, you know, the need. Do not go by these silly rules that people come up with to impress themselves about how much they know about internet marketing. They don't. Probably around 100% of the people that have ever brought you advice on internet marketing make a fraction of what I do doing it. Okay. So if there's a seat of credibility, it does not say this 600 word idea. Certainly don't have nothing and don't have, you know, a novel, but whatever feels good and delivers the content right, that's what you do. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay, well, we need a little bit of that from you. Like, we can't come up with all of it, and you don't pay us to come up with content. But there's an awful lot of good content with some of our other clients, and they're so giving. Like, other clients of ours generally like helping you. Does that mean you use somebody's website that it has a home inspection company down the street? No, please don't do that. Look for somebody, across the state or across the country for me. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. The logo link, we dealt with that issue. I didn't disagree with you too much, but it's not a huge issue. We dealt with the phone number is wrong. We dealt with that. You mentioned that it's not mobile friendly. When we come back and review this content, we're going to go over that issue. So, put a pin in that, but we have to finish this, the desktop version anyway, before we can press the mobile friendly button. So we're going to take that one off the list. Phone link we dealt with. Let's see. Well, that's it, with the exception of two things, which is meta keywords and meta description. There are some settings for this. Rich, you know where they're at, right? Okay, great. Well, they simply weren't used before. So we're going to go ahead and put them in, and you're going to check out whatever led you to believe that that you did not have it. And I believe that you don't at this point. And we're gonna
So is there specific keywords he wants added? He can send them to us as well. We
No.
make sure they're in-
Here's what we do. Yeah, he can do that, but you basically just take the areas, the regions, and home inspection, home inspector, his name. You want to make sure his personal name and the company name are in those as well. Okay, because really, with a home inspection website, there are so many guys that think that they're in the business of making that website be number one in SEO and all this sort of stuff. But really, they should be just playing a good defense game, right? Somebody's coming, they already know who you are. They got a good referral from an agent. When they go to the internet, they should only find you when they're searching for you. So that's what we're trying to accomplish. Let's update those. That's a feature that's built into the Ultimate Website Creator in a very easy way. And that's that. Any questions, Jeff, or can we get to work and come back and do part 2 of this with you?
You can get to work.
All right, let's do it. Everybody at home, kids, inspectionsuccess.net. That's where you get all these things that Jeff does for his client, the warranty packages. And also, you'll find links to Priority Lab and Breeze products so that you can have a bigger menu, which is going to be something we bring up next time. And so that you can make more money off inspections, but also deliver more for your clients. That's all for now. We're going to come back in about, I'd say 30 days and give you an update on Jeff's website. We'll see you then. Thanks, everybody.
All right. Bye-bye.